before his games, in his press conferences and all of that. And actually said he's focusing on this game alone. And the jubilation and the excitement of the game against Rwanda is all over. Everything is on picking maximum 3 points against Zimbabwe. And the Zimbabwe team want to act as a spoiler. They've got 3 points. They have nowhere to go. The play of such teams, they are like spoilers. And also forget they have proximity to South Africa. And average Zimbabwean will play South Africa to qualify for the World Cup in Nigeria. The way an average Beninua will prefer Nigeria to qualify than South Africa. You understand? And so it's going to be an exciting one. They're going to play simultaneously Benin Republic against South Africa in their adopted home in Cote d'Ivoire at the Félix Bonnier Stadium, and the Super Eagles against Zimbabwe. And we understand, we don't know how true this is, that a multi-billion billionaire in Zimbabwe who is based in South Africa, in fact, is half South African and half Zimbabwean. His mother is from Zimbabwe. His mother is from South Africa, while his father is from Zimbabwe. He's motivating Zimbabwe players with extra financial rewards, promising them about $1,500 if they can win the Super Eagles later today. But if you ask me, it's just gather that money and take it to motherless baby home, because that will not happen today. But we want to really of this Zimbabwe team. They've got experience in that team. They like of Caleb Billy at his 34 now. Players in that team, and so these are guys that have seen football on the continent for a long while, playing in South Africa, playing at the Nations Cup before, been there, done that, collect the t-shirt. So we must be wary of them. They came from 2 goals down to draw Benin Republic at home in their last game, and like what I said, you must be very careful when you're playing a spoiler, because they always have the mentality as a David and a Goliath battle.
Okay, let's talk about the game between Benin Republic and South Africa. Do you see this two? Do you see the game going the way of Benin Republic or South Africa? Who would you prefer, wins or draws? And what will be your reading of the game between both of them?
Of course, many of us that were here in Rio will be at the stadium, at the Ghost of Mabry Stadium, watching the Super Eagles. But a part of us will be in Cote d'Ivoire watching monitoring the Benin Republic and South Africa game. The best that can happen for Nigeria today in that is for South Africa not to win. A draw will be comfortable. A draw will be okay. That means South Africa will end up with 11 points after about 7 rounds of games, and Benin Republic will have 10 points. And if the Super Eagles wins today, that is 9 points. That is 11. That is 11. 10, 9. So the gap is just 2 between us and the top team and the number 1 team, South Africa. So it makes the remaining 3 games very tantalizingly poised. That we all, and Nigeria's next game is at home against Rwanda in the Benin Republic to the top spot, and we will hopefully come back home and pick 3 points against Rwanda again, which is going to be 12 points. And so South Africa may cancel themselves and will not be waiting to go to South Africa for that big battle where both of us will decide our fate, either in Joburg or in Cape Town or in Nelspruit or in Mpumalanga.
All right, that's a very good one. So tell us how this works. Is it whoever wins the group goes to the World Cup? Will the second go for a playoff? How would it work?
Ironically, many Nigerians don't know that Nigeria can still qualify if we finish second. As it stands, only the top team, the best team in all the groups automatically are going to the World Cup next year in Mexico, Canada, and the USA. But there will be 4 other sports also still available for the continent. Okay. And that 4 available sports will now be decided on playoffs. That means the best second place teams, the 4 best second place teams in all the groups, will go fight for the playoff in a 2-legged tie for 2 teams to not come out of this pool. So if we don't finish first, we must fight to be one of the best second place
Second place,
team to
okay.
be among the 4 best second place teams. So from now on, we must go on to win all our matches, because as it stands, when you look at the playoff standings, Nigeria is nowhere to be found, because we are seeing teams on 12 points already and the playoff standing 11 points. Since they are second on the log, we have 11 points, 12 points, and all of that. The likes of Gabon, and all of that. So we must win all our points, win all our matches to have any chance, even if we don't finish first, to have a good chance of finishing the playoff. And in the playoff, then that will be a battle royale for the last spot, for the last 2 spots at the World Cup.
All right then, Obasi, many thanks for your time. I really appreciate you. What's your scoreline for today's game?
My scoreline for today's game, in the last game against Rwanda, I predicted a 3-1 for the Super Eagles, because I know Eric Shell is a coach that loves attacking football, and sometimes when you go too much attacking, you might just be slack at the back, and so the opponent might have the chance to pull one and all of that, but you score more goals. So today we are playing at home. I don't see the Zimbabweans scoring any goals today, and I'm seeing 2 goals. And of course, those 2 goals are coming from Turkey and Italy. That is the people seen and another one.
I like that. All right, many thanks, Obasi, for your time. We truly appreciate. I'm sure we're going to call you too, maybe after the game. It will be around 7:30. So you can also give us an update on what has happened in the games as well.
Most definitely, I'm available. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your game. All right, so there we go. Qualify even if they come second, but they have to be amongst the best second, in the entire qualifier, so that they'll be picked and then play a playoff that would give us opportunity to qualify for the World Cup. So that's it. I'm sure that some of you don't know that, but now it is revealed. But anyway, thank you so much for being part of this broadcast. I truly appreciate it. So you can go in and enjoy yourself. See you guys at 5 p.m. Cheers now.